You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we are going to start a new segment leading all the way up the football season where yours truly picks a Tar Heel that I think could possibly, potentially, likely be an impact player for this 2025 roster, man. And we're going to pick him, and we're going to shine a little spotlight on him, man. Talk about what he does well, talk about what maybe he doesn't do well, and some of the exciting things that he can bring to the table. I'm going to try to keep these under 10 minutes. I can't tell you exactly how many of these I'm going to be able to do because obviously life happens. But whenever I get a chance, we will be releasing these one by one. So obviously it's going to be one person per show. Now, today I want to start off with the most important position on the field, and it's obviously the quarterback position, man. And I believe that this kid, he's an absolute wild card, man. I mean, I really do think that he could possibly be special, and he is who I think is going to be QB1 week one, Mr. Giovanni Lopez, man. Now, for clarification purposes, okay, I am super excited about four-star commit Bryce Baker, okay? And I 100% believe that that kid is going to have his time to shine. But Gio, at this point, has a little more experience, man. And I think that there are some things that, as far as Giovanni Lopez is concerned, we should be pretty optimistic about, dare I say, downright excited about when it comes to this kid. Now, Gio is listed anywhere from 5'10 and a half to 6 foot. I've seen him at 220 pounds to 230 pounds. He is a former three-star quarterback recruit from Madison, Alabama, who completed 66% of his passes his senior year for 2,312 yards. He had 17 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. He also rushed for 316 yards and 10 touchdowns his senior year of high school. Good for a 4.3 yard per carry average at James Clemens High School, according to Max Preps. Now, wasn't really offered by a ton of big name people, right? His biggest offers were schools like Charlotte, Fordham, Jacksonville State, and Northern Iowa. So not a heavily recruited kid by the big dogs per se. He was ranked the 63rd best quarterback in the nation according to 247 Sports Composite, and was named a first-team All-State by the Alabama Sports Writers Association, and he eventually signed with the South Alabama Jags, where he spent the last 2 seasons. Now, in his first year at South Alabama, he appeared in only 4 games, right? But then he took over the starting job in 2024, and the dude threw for 2,559 yards, 18 touchdowns to, once again, only 5 interceptions. And he also ran for 463 yards and 7 scores. And what bodes well for the Heels is the fact that Gio averaged 274.7 total yards per game last year, which was good for 22nd in the nation. Now, he set a single game record against North Texas where he threw for 462 yards and rushed for 62, and he was the quarterback on a team that scored 87 points against Northwestern State, bro. He threw 4 touchdowns in that game. And for his efforts last year in 2024, he was named All Sun Belt honorable mention. Now, those are numbers that got a bunch of schools very interested in Mr. Gio's skill set, okay? In steps Bill Belichick, and according to collegefootballnetwork.com, Gio Lopez signed a 2-year, $4 million NIL contract. Now, what does Gio bring to the table on Saturdays? And I want to really keep it right there, okay? Because I think that's why Coach Belichick brought him in. It's not necessarily what he can do on Sundays, okay? It's what he can do on Saturdays. And I think that is an important thing to keep in mind. He's listed at 6 foot, and he's a little bit thicker of a dude, right? 220 to 230, man. And he's not necessarily a burner. But what I really like about Gio is the fact that he is a leader, bro, on the field, and he is a football player. And most of you that have been around the channel for a long time, man, you know that I very much am a fan of football players. There is a difference. Sometimes you have athletes, sometimes you have football players. This dude is a football player, man. Look at this read option concept right here, bro. Beautifully designed play where you can see him make the correct read, and he's down the sideline quick, bro. Athletic enough that you have to respect his feet because he can't hurt you. He's not going to necessarily run away from you or anything like that, but he is a plus runner that knows what to do when he gets in space. And another thing that I really like about Gio's game is his touch, man. The dude's got really good touch on the football. Look at this touch pass, dumping it over the biting backer's head and before the back of the end zone, man. I know that the kid's wide open, bro, but this is not an easy pass to make at game speed. He's got really good touch on the deep ball as well, man. He just drops it in there time after time, dude. But it's plays like this that get me excited, bro. South Alabama versus North Texas. Goodness gracious, bro. I can't help but see a little Sam Howell action going on here, bro. These are those football plays that I'm talking about, okay? He's stocky, and he is tough to bring down, man. I think it takes guys by surprise, to be completely honest with you. And to keep your eyes downfield and find this dude in the back of the end zone, dude, that is an impressive play, okay? It really is, man. I mean, we're talking about a negative play, a 3 to 5 yard sack turned into 6. That's game-altering stuff right there, guys. And I don't want that to go over your head. The dude can make plays, man. He's just one of those guys that may have gone under the radar because of his height and weight. I've talked to a buddy of mine. He's a high school football coach here in Florida. He deals with recruiters all the time, and he has told me, dude, that college scouts will often overlook a kid, obviously, because he doesn't meet the height and weight standard. And they'll take a kid that looks the part, but he's not a football player. Doesn't have a good feel for the game. Doesn't play well within a system. I think Bill Belichick sees what this kid is. I think he sees what he's capable of on the field. And that's why he went out and got him, bro. That's why he went out and got him for the money that he did. We obviously don't know if Max Johnson is going to be ready for the season after that really bad leg injury in the opener against Minnesota last year. Bryce Baker is obviously a highly touted freshman quarterback, but he is a true freshman. Torrey Newkirk missed the spring, and he's also a 4-star guy now, but you really can't expect him to step in, right? So it really feels like it's going to be Gio as QB1. And I really think that this is an upgrade from 2024 Max Johnson, Connor Harrell, and Jacoby Criswell, man. I think he's going to have an improved offensive line. Jordan Shipp, Alex Taylor, Kobe Paysauer, some of these guys we're going to talk about later. Tons of other wide receivers that we'll get to is in that room. He's got people to throw the football to. Jake Johnson, who was a former 4-star tight end. You got Bullet, Caleb Hood if he's healthy in the backfield, and some other really good backs in the backfield as well, man, that we'll do some spotlight coverage on as well. But the question is can Gio transfer that success that he had in the Sun Belt to the Atlantic Coast Conference, man? That is what remains to be seen. But I'm telling you right now, man, this guy is a football player. He's a leader. He's hard to bring down. He's got good touch on the football. Not necessarily a guy that's just going to absolutely zip it in there per se. But, you look at his film, dude, and I think that there's a lot to be excited about. So, you guys let me know what you think about my man Giovanni Lopez down in the comment section. Tar Heel Nation, man. Like I said, if you haven't already, man, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what player that you want to see next, and we'll see if we can stink and make it happen, dude. And enjoy a little bit of Gio's highlights at the tail end of this video. Go Heels, baby.